My name is Justin Lido, and I'm the CEO of Idea Financial.
Larry Basuk, I'm the president of Idea Financial.
Idea Financial is a small business lender. We got our start back in early 2017. Larry and I are not from the financial services industry. We're both trial lawyers by training and by vocation prior to doing this. And we spent almost 2 decades as trial lawyers and about 5 years prior to this as law partners. We have an entrepreneurial spirit, so to speak, and we had invented and started other companies prior to Idea Financial. And then we had this opportunity to start this business, and we took it back in early 2017. And so for a while, we sort of balanced the practice of law with what we were doing here, and now we're fully committed. This is what we do full time.
What do you think the approach has been from businesses and people here in Miami regarding the COVID crisis, and how has it impacted the business here specifically in Miami?
Miami, I think, is going to continue to deal with some significant issues related to COVID, especially now that schools are reopening and people are starting to get out and about. However, the good thing I've seen about this city is over the last 3 months or so, Miami has really started to become compliant as a community with some of the things that are necessary to stop the spread of this virus. And I think that's been really positive and has kept our numbers down, and we hope that will continue. And we take a lot of precautions here in the office as well, as far as hand sanitizer, socially distant, people wearing masks, everything that you're supposed to do to make sure that we keep things safe.
So during the COVID crisis, how has that impacted the business?
I think that we've been consistent in our risk management approach from the beginning. When we first surveyed the alternative lending space to see where we thought the best opportunity was for Idea Financial, we decided to focus on the higher credit quality segment of the market. Our credit standards reflect that, our risk management principles reflect that, and quite frankly, our product reflects that. So during the COVID crisis, when it was very acute in March, April, May, we got to see in real time how our risk mitigation principles were functioning. It was a real test of all the theory that we had put in place leading up to the COVID crisis. During the COVID crisis, we got to see things shake out, and we got to see things being proven. A lot of assumptions that we had made, a lot of standards that we were very strict on, really helped us manage the crisis. Going forward, we see that we're going to be doubling down on those risk management principles, doubling down on how we underwrite, and keeping a very close watch on how the businesses perform pre-COVID, during COVID, and then hopefully post-COVID. We believe that there's going to be more demand than ever for capital, and most likely the banks, the traditional banking system, again, is not going to be able to keep up with that demand. So that's where we see a lot of opportunity in the market for us to continue growing, riding that. And I think that the experience that we've gained as a team, so obviously it's not just the two of us, we have a very, very talented and very strong team working here at Idea Financial, and all of us together have learned a lot during this crisis, and a lot of those lessons are going to continue to be applicable to what we do in the future, to allow us to underwrite better, certain things that we've decided to take into consideration when we're underwriting a deal. We're going to continue to do that. And it's a very dynamic environment right now. Everybody's kind of waiting and seeing what's going to happen. Is there going to be another lockdown? Is there going to be a second spike? What's going to happen with flu season? What's going to happen when schools open? So this is a very challenging time to help small businesses, but we're staying true to our mission. And again, we're small business owners. We always will behave and think like small business owners. So we believe very strongly in our mission to provide capital to the small and medium-sized businesses in the United States that are going to continue to be the driving force of this economy.